In this video, we're going to see 5 art Instagram secrets no one has ever told you. We can get so much out of Instagram as artists. We can get collaborations, we can make friends, we can find possible clients, and so it's such a shame that so many people feel so frustrated and like they have no idea how to make the best out of this. Alright, first let me tell you a little bit about my story. I created an Instagram account in 2017 and it took me a few years to get to 2,000 followers, and then I was plateauing there. I wouldn't grow at all. Then last year, 2023, I decided to make 100 days of complete illustrations and posting every day images and videos. I grew quite a lot. I reached, within the 100 days, I got to like 20,000 followers, and that was really cool. And of course, the fact that I posted every single day for 100 days helped. But even after that, I have learned how to deal better with Instagram, so it's not as overwhelming as it used to be before. So let's see now what are these 5 secrets that will make your life so much easier when it comes to Instagram. The first one is that you don't need to record yourself drawing. So at first, when I was making reels, I would place a camera here and record myself, and that made me so nervous, so anxious. Like, I felt like I was being observed by someone, and that was very stressful. Like, I couldn't make a single mistake, as if I wouldn't edit it later, but it just, I don't know, it's psychological, it just made me nervous. But you don't need to record yourself drawing. There are a few different options for it. First one is that if you're a digital artist, you can record the screen, and although it is pretty much the same thing, you will, at least for me, I don't feel nervous about recording the screen. I don't feel observed because it's just, there's this icon here recording something, but I'm not seeing it, so it doesn't really matter. The second option is that you can create other types of reels, or you can just fake draw for the sake of creating a video. So you save a few different shots, like step by step of your drawings, and then you record and make a little bit of something like you were doing right now, but it's actually after it's already completed. And you may say, oh my god, that is cheating, but is it really? Does it even matter? Like, the point here is that you create a piece of content that is entertaining. It's not really about showing exactly all you do, which is also the reason why we edit out the mistakes. So just if this is what needs to be done for you to create this type of reel, then do it. Secret number 2 is that you just need to post. You don't need to make a finished piece every day. You don't need to post only finished pieces. You can post work in progress, like sketches, liner, flat colors, or like adding blush to a character, adding highlight to a character. You can post short video of detail painting and drawing, like you put the camera and then you're hatching or adding loose hair strands. There are so many parts of your drawing process that you can post. You can post complex edited video for finished paintings. You can post the finished paintings, but you can also post step-by-step images, comparisons, how your art was before, how it is now, how your art looked when you were working on it for like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and 50 minutes. There are so many different pieces of content you can create that are entertaining and nice, and people love to see it. If you make one finished painting in a week, you can make 5 pieces of content out of it. That's like a low number. You can definitely make more than 5. And then you can alternate it. Like, you make one piece this week, the other the next week, and then afterwards you can start alternating the post with new pieces. And this is how you will make this more sustainable for you, because it is just so hard to create, it's hard to produce art, and many people will feel blocked by this pressure to constantly create. So you don't need to do it, you just need to create content, not finished paintings. Now, secret number 3 is that the aesthetic of your feed doesn't really matter, but it can help. So here's the deal. We are artists and we want to see beautiful things usually. And so we want to make our feed completely harmonious and everything working well together. But sometimes that is just so much work. It just needs so much detail and thinking and planning ahead. And it takes a lot of time. And sometimes we don't have really the time to do it. So what should you do? Should you just let your feed be a mess? I don't know, maybe. If that's what it takes for you to actually post, then do it. It's better to post than to not post. It doesn't matter what you have to do to get this done. And if you don't believe me that the feed doesn't matter as much, check out Frostbite Studios. They have different subject matters and different levels of finish. Saruka Tepes, she has a mix of traditional and digital. It's Lopez mixes a lot. They don't have a completely perfect aesthetic feed. And I don't mean to say that your art can be ugly. I just mean to say that your feed as a whole doesn't need to be completely harmonious. Although, of course, this can help. If you look at feed like Leia's, her feed is so, it tastes good to look at it. It's like looking at beautiful food. It's so amazing. Of course, if you can do something like that, then do it. It will help you a lot. It will. Of course it will. But if you can't, if you're like me and you don't want to plan ahead and you don't want to feel restricted by having to post certain types of content on certain days, just don't do it. Maybe you won't grow as fast as someone who does it, but at least it will be something you can sustain in the long run. Now, number 4, the fourth secret, is that reels are so easy to make. They're so easy to make and they have the most reach right now, so there's no reason for you to not do it. Not at all. Just set apart like 1 or 2 hours in a week and make a bunch of reels. And if that's too much, you don't have 1 hour, just create 1 reel in a week. Spend 5 minutes making one that is like before and after. Ding! You know that one? It doesn't have to be hard. But how do we make so it's not hard to make reels? Well, you have to consume it and see what's trending and what are the possibilities. Then you save it on a folder, and then when you have to create the reels, you just see what you feel like doing at that moment. This is the easiest way to create content. You just see what other people do, adapt it to your moment and your art and your style, and voila, you have the reel. You really should do reels because they have so much reach. Like my art, usually I have 25,000 followers right now. My art reaches, if I just make a post, it reaches like 8,000 people at most. Usually it's less than that. When I create reels, it sometimes reaches like 4,000 and other times it goes viral and reaches like, I don't even know how many 100 million that one did. I'm gonna post it on the screen so you can see, but it's insane. Now, before I continue, give this video a like so YouTube know it's good and it's cool and shows it to more people. And if you want to learn more about art and art career, subscribe to this channel because it's really cool, it's the best, and or maybe not, but I'm always sharing stuff here and you will like it. Now let's continue. And then the fifth and most important, this is the most important, write it down. Interacting is the essential activity you have to have on Instagram. So people want to just like post and ghost, and that can work, of course, if, I don't know, your art is amazing, incredible, art god level. But even then, have you seen those amazing artists that you were like, wow, this person is an art god, and then they have like 500 followers, and you're like, how is that possible? One of the reasons, probably, well, the first is consistency, they're probably not posting a lot, but the second is about interacting with others. When you reach out, when you talk to people, they want to talk back to you. Everybody loves interacting, I mean, almost everybody. And it doesn't have to be something that weighs on you, it doesn't have to be hard. Just set a timer, 5 minutes, and I don't know, leave a comment on the post you like when you see them. Just give some love and you will receive it as well. It's so good. One of the best parts of social media is making friends. Of course, you're not going to be friends with everybody you interact with, but you definitely will not be friends if you don't say hi. How will you connect with people if you don't say hello? So just interact with them and I don't know, it's just the best part. Making friends is so good. And being an artist can be so lonely. So if you do talk to people, your life's going to be so much easier.